This video is brought to you by ProBoxingSupplies.com, where you can get 25% off now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can get $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects.
Junior, they're talking about October 13 in Rio, rematch against Cain Velasquez. Do you know something about it? Have you talked to Dana White about it?
No, they don't tell. They didn't tell me anything about that yet. You know, I don't know who's gonna be my next opponent and where is gonna be my fight yet. And but if that happens, if my next fight is in Brazil and against Cain Velasquez, I'm really happy. You know, because I want to fight in Brazil, and if I fight Cain Velasquez again, I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Can you answer that in Portuguese for us too?
Não sei nada ainda de onde vai ser minha próxima luta e quem vai ser meu próximo oponente. Mas se isso for verdade, que a minha próxima luta pode ser no Brasil, ainda mais contra o Cain Velasquez, eu acho que vai ser perfeito para mim, porque eu quero lutar no Brasil. E ainda mais contra um grande oponente como o Cain Velasquez. Então é ótimo se acontecer.
Obrigado.
Junior, you're here at the Fan Expo. Why is it important for you to be here, and how does it help you as a fighter, being part of the Fan Expo?
I think being part of the Fan Expo is the time that I can spend with my fans and doing things for them, you know. And we are who we are because we have a lot of fans. The MMA have a lot of fans, and everything is about that, you know. If without the fans, we aren't anybody. So I'm really happy when people come to me and ask for autographs or pictures or something like that, because they are recognizing me. Actually, they like me, you know, because they like my job and they like what I do inside the octagon. So it's make me happy.
Have you been doing extra like workouts for the mob that's gonna come around you when you walk through the floor? But they're gonna be all over you, man. Are you ready physically to deal with them?
With the fans?
With the fans, yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm running out every night and doing some weight workout. You know, I'm ready for them, and I think you know, everybody treats me very well because I think it's all about that. You know, you have to treat people well, and then they're gonna treat you well, and it happens with me.
Junior, what's the difference? Now, there's a lot of Brazilian fans in the expo in town ready to cheer on Anderson. What's the difference between Brazilian fans and other fans?
I think we don't have. It's not a big difference, you know. Just the language, you know. The fans are fans, and the way the American or French or England fans love the sport, the Brazilian fans love the sport the same way, you know. And for us, the fighters, I think it's everything normal. It's everything similar.
Cigano, ainda em cima dessa questão, muito brasileiro aqui, a luta do Anderson chama diferente, deve estar vendo isso aí nas ruas, camisa de time de futebol, bandeira do Brasil. Isso é um combustível legal para o Anderson amanhã?
Eu acho que sim, eu acho que é um combustível legal, porque isso aconteceu na minha última luta agora contra o Frank Mir. Tinha muitos brasileiros na torcida, e isso foi uma parte boa da coisa, assim. Eu gostei de ver muitas pessoas torcendo por mim e gritando ali. Eu encontrei muitas pessoas antes da luta também, brasileiros. Eu acho isso importante porque os brasileiros que estão aqui vão estar torcendo por ele, com certeza, entendeu? Por Anderson, como estavam torcendo por mim. Então é essa energia que eu gosto de trazer. Eu espero que com o Anderson seja do mesmo jeito. A energia das pessoas que gostam de mim e que me apoiam e que querem assim que eu vença na vida, entendeu? A luta e tudo mais. Então é essa energia que eu gosto de trazer. Então tem bastante brasileiros aí, eu acho que o Anderson tem bastante a aproveitar.
I want to show to all of you this, and I want to ask him why. What is it?
This is
It's a lucky thing?
No, this is a promise for God, you know, because The city where I come from is Salvador. We have it's part of your faith there, you know. So I believe so much in God and Mary, the mother of Jesus. So it's part of my faith.
Junior, you're a fighter that's known so much for giving back to your community, to your kingdom. And I've never seen any other sports promotion like the UFC that gives back to the fans so much. Do you think, would you say that that's the reason why the UFC has become so popular and MMA has become so big in the world?
Yeah, I think it is a good reason for that because, you know, like I said, we are anybody without the fans, you know. So all the sports, what make this sport is the fans, you know. When people like the sport, the sport is gonna have a good space on the whole world. So that's I think MMA is getting bigger every day because we got a lot of fans that love the sport. That's very important.
Junior, could you talk a little bit about when you came to UFC, it was 2008, you were 23, now you're 27. Back then, would you ever thought that you're going to be part of the UFC family, that you're going to be sitting here right now, being part of the expo, and promoting sports not only in your own country, but overseas?
Quando você entrou no UFC em 2008, você tinha 23 anos, agora você tem 27 anos. Quando você entrou naquela época, você imaginava que você estaria aqui hoje como parte da família do UFC, promovendo a marca, promovendo o esporte, não só no seu país, como em todos os países onde o UFC entra e fazendo parte de atividades como o Fan Expo?
Yeah, I never imagined that, you know, because I was very young, you know. Just my career is very young, you know. I just started to training jiu-jitsu 7 years ago, so everything is very, very new for me, you know. And but when I do something, I try to do my best in that, you know. And as a fighter, I try to train. I try to take care of myself, my body, and my career, you know. And to be part of the UFC today and as a champion, as the number one heavyweight in the world, it's very important for me because I never even dreamed with that, you know. And now I'm living another reality in my life, and I want to keep the things going like that. And I just have to say I'm really happy, you know. That make me very happy and give me more motivation to keep going in this way.
Aproveita e corrija sua idade, que todo mundo vive publicando errado.
I'm not 27. I'm older, man. 28. 28 years old. And I born. I'm sorry. And I born on January 30th. Not in September 11th. I saw on some websites September, I don't know what. It's January 30th, okay? 84.
84. When are the Nogueira
84.
born? That's what we want to know.
What?
When are the Nogueira brothers born? That's what we want to know.
Nogueira brother?
Yeah.
I don't know. They are very older than me, so I think
So it's good.
Yeah.
Junior, how big do you think UFC is now with all the advancements it's made? How big do you think it is compared with boxing?
Compared to what?
Boxing, comparado ao boxing, com todos os avanços que o UFC fez, o quão grande você acha que é o esporte? Você acha que já passou o boxing?
You know, I really like boxing, you know. At this time, I think UFC is better than boxing, you know, because UFC, the thing of a UFC, the MMA, you know, to be a UFC fighter, when you are starting your career, you can make a better money than the guys who start on boxing, you know. The boxing, just the top of the list make a good money. Then it's a very, very good money. But on the start of their career is that the money is not good, you know. And I think in UFC they pay a little bit more for the people who are beginning their careers. Yeah, so it's important because when you try to be a fighter, UFC fighter, you have to spend 100% of your time doing that. You know, you have to keep your focus doing that. You know, and all your life has to be focused on that, you know, to be a fighter. And like me, I just train every day, you know, like twice a day, and then I eat and sleep. Train, eat, and sleep. Yeah. That's it, you know. So it's very important when you can make a good, better money for the beginning of the career, because you can do that, you know. You can take care more. You can take care of a career better.
And in terms of support, wherever UFC is, you have full houses. Do you think the support is now bigger for UFC than boxing?
UFC is bigger?
Você acha que o apoio para o UFC é maior do que no boxing?
I think so, yeah. Because UFC is a new sport, you know, very new, and I think people like of new things. You know, everything what is new is more interested. So I think that's why MMA is so popular in the whole world. But I think boxing, the boxing have their space. You know, they have their space because boxing is different. Of course, it's different. It's an amazing sport too. But at this time, I think UFC is better.
You gained a lot of fans by how fast you've learned English. Can you talk about that process and what brought it about? I mean, you've really come a long way in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I'm learning English, and I think I wanna improve my English because I wanna make everybody understand me and everybody know what I am saying, you know. So it's very important for me, and that's why I ask for when people say something that I don't know. I ask for them and what you said to learn. You know, I like to try to speak English because it's very important to me. You know, to make my relationship with the fans closer.
What's been the hardest part of that?
The hardest?
Learning slang or?
No, the slang is the like it's not so hard. It's pretty easy. But my vocabulary is not too big, you know. So I have to learn more words now, you know. I know how to fazer uma frase.
Make a phrase.
To make a phrase, but sometimes I don't have words to make that, you know.
Junior, seems like the Brazilian fighters are like dominating the sports at the UFC. What's the difference between the Brazilian fighters and the fighters from other parts of the world?
The difference I think is the reality of Brazil, you know, and we are very compatible there, and we are fighters for the life, you know, because the reality of Brazil is tough, and when you grow up there in Brazil, you learn how to fight for the life, and I think it's very important, you know, for us because make us more confident on our fights.
Sua explicação quer dizer tipo assim, brigar pela vida, tipo lutar pela segurança.
Yeah, when I say fight for the life, it's not fight with anybody or kill anybody, not like that. Fight for a better life, you know, like a better work, a better something like that, you know.
We understood that.
Ortiz and Anderson Silva shots on it. Any prediction that you have?
Wow, man, why you ask that? No, I think. Well, I think for sure. I think Anderson's gonna knock Chill out in the first round. Yeah, I think that. And Griffin will beat Chip Ortiz, but by decision, you know, because they are both very good. Yeah, Chelson is good too, you know, but Anderson is not normal. Anderson is very smart, and he's different. That's why he's the #1 pound for pound of the world, you know. And I think he's gonna keep being after this fight.
Godspeed and party on.